Hey guys, today I wanted to do something different instead of a battle report. I wanted to go over my 5 favorite gaming accessories for The Walking Dead All-Out War. And by accessories, I don't mean mousepad mats or 3D terrain, die-cast cars, anything like that. I'm talking about accessories that you can use while you're playing the game to make the gameplay a little bit smoother, keep things more organized. Alright, so the first thing I'll talk about will be something to, like I said, keep the game a little more organized as you're playing. So we all know that we're going to need these as we're playing the game. We got our supply deck and our event deck. And you get your cards all stacked up. If you got a bunch of expansions, you're going to have a lot of cards out there, and you're going to go to draw them, and eventually someone's going to bump the table, something's going to happen, and the cards are going to get knocked all over the place like this. So I looked around and I found this on Etsy. It is an acrylic tray for the supply deck. Just take them, drop them inside of there. It's got nice high walls to hold the cards in place nice. It's got the hole cut out in the bottom so you can push them out if you need to. So we've got that one for the supply deck. And we'll get our event deck organized back together here. And we've got a second one here for the event deck. Same thing. Drop our deck down inside of here. It's got nice high walls that pop out there on the bottom. Push our cards out if we need to take them out and shuffle them. And it's going to keep your cards in place while you're playing the game. So, link to these in the description. They're about $5 a piece. You can pick whatever color you want to. They're great to have. Alright, next up. So, this is our threat tracker. You know we're going to need this as we're playing the game. It's a great game mechanic, but if you're playing PvP, it might be a little bit harder for the person across the table from you to read. It's a little loose. You know, it could go kind of wherever it wants to. So what we did, we got this instead. This is actually a Gale Force 9 movement tray. You could use any other movement tray that you want to. And I took a can of red and a can of black spray and just kind of did a gradient going across the board. So got more red on this side, and then as the threat increases, more black on that side. The numbers are actually stickers that were cut out on a Cricut machine that my wife had. If not, I mean, you can paint them in there if you want to. You could do some other kind of decal. And then to keep track going across the board, I took one of the many walkers that you're going to have from the game, and we gave him a black top base and a red lip going around there. So we can drop him on there. He blends in nicely. And pick him up. We just increase the threat as he goes across the board. Hopefully not making it all the way over here to 18 to end the game on us. But again, this is very easy to read no matter what side of the board you're on. This guy's not going to shake out of there if someone happens to bump the table with their hips or something like that. So again, just a little upgrade. Couldn't find the actual link for this tray, so I found another on Etsy seller who actually has something very similar to this, and the link for this is in the description. Alright, next up we have the player trays or dashboards for the character cards. So again, not necessary, but nice to have. Keep your game super organized. So this fits sleeved cards, so you can put your player card in there. You can drop whatever your item cards are. So Rick here has a hatchet. We can drop it in the hand slot, and it's going to stay in there nice. We can drop it down here in his pack. We got 3 pack slots, and then this small cutout over here is good if you want to drop supply counters or something inside of there. They sit nicely inside of that guy. So we can put this in there, and these You can get multiples if you want to, have them laid out across the table as you're playing through there. These are MDF, so you can paint them if you want to. I saw someone that actually took printouts of the comic book and kind of Mod Podged it on top of there so that each of these was like a panel from the book. Looked really, really cool. Okay, so we'll talk about organization and time saving. Yeah, you're going to play through a scenario, or you're going to hopefully go to some kind of event and you want to try to build up a team and you want to look through all your cards really quickly, but you don't feel like thumbing through everything. So what you can do is get yourself some binder sleeves to keep all your items inside of. So this right here, this is an Ultimate Guard 8-pocket mini. This holds my walker cards. So we've got regular walkers and armored walkers inside of this. These are nice because these are side loading. So just real quick, in and out, it's double-sided, got them inside of there. But then behind that, we've got all of our character cards. So you can have, all of our Rick cards, and then we'll just leaf one through them. Rick's crew, keep going back. We get into Woodbury, so we got Brian, and all his guys, so Gabe and Bruce, and we want to make a governor gang. These are top loading. We'll just go in, pull these guys out, and then keep going through them. We get through all of our characters, and then we get into these little sleeves back here. These guys back here hold all of our veteran skills in the front, and then we can go into all of our equipment. So again, these are Ultimate Guard 32 pocket pages. So there are 16 on the front, 16 on the back. And again, these are side loading. So they're fast to go in, fast to come out. And again, these and the character sleeves, the character pages fit sleeved cards. Binder pages, super useful. Keeps everything very organized. Makes it very quick to grab who you want and what you want that person to carry around with them. Alright, so last thing I'll talk about here. This question comes up at least once a month or so on the Facebook forums. People are asking, what size sleeves do I use for the game? So here we're going to have, this is American Standard Mini, and they are 41 by 63 millimeters. These are going to fit your supply cards, your equipment cards, and your veteran skills. These are made by Board Game Sleeves. I had the Mayday sleeves when I started, and then I ran out, and my local gaming store only had these sleeves instead. I actually like these better. These are a little bit thicker than the Mayday, so they feel like they're going to give a little bit more protection to your cards. But that's not to say that the Mayday aren't good sleeves. I've got those on the vast majority of all my small cards right now. These next size, these are standard card game sizes, and these are 63 by 88 millimeters, and these are going to fit on all of your event cards. So again, I had the Mayday to start, switched over to these Board Game Sleeves, and again, a little bit thicker. I like these. Now, I couldn't find these in the Board Game Sleeve. These are the Mayday Games Tiny Epic Kingdom cards. These are bigger. They're 88 millimeter by 125 millimeter. These are going to fit your character cards. Nice and snug. All of these, there's no play, there's no wiggle room. So they go in, and all of the other accessories I showed, the supply and event trays at the start of the video, the player dashboards, the binder pages, everything is going to fit the cards inside of these sleeves, inside of all those accessories. So you pick these up to start, and then you want to get the dashboard, you want to get the trays, you want to get the binder pages. Everything is still going to fit inside of them, inside of these sleeves. So that's my top 5 right there. What do you guys think? Do you guys use something else that makes your game a little bit smoother? keeps it organized. Let me know down in the comments. Please subscribe, check out my other videos. You can see all of these accessories used in those videos. Let me know if you guys decide to pick some of these up. So like, comment, subscribe, and look for some more battle reports in the future.